Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to the third part of this Seitseminen series. I did supposed to make this two-part series, but then I was talking so long about the clothing, so I needed to make a third part about the other gears. So welcome to the third part, and here are the rest of the gears I'm about to tell in this video what you need, especially in winter hikes. Here, two most important things: your Thermos bottles. Why two? One is absolutely necessary, but I recommend two, for the reason that if it is -Celsius, if you have a normal water bottle, your water will freeze. And that's not nice. And because water expands when it freezes, it might break your water bottle. But when you have your water in a thermos, it won't freeze. And if you're hiking in a cold environment, which we are talking here because we are talking about hiking in the winter, it is recommended to have something warm. Tea, coffee, just juice or anything. I had actually glöggi, a Finnish alcohol-free goof wine, with me on our hike. I love it. It's a traditional Christmas drink, and it was a little bit before Christmas we went, so something warm and it stays warm, and then your water, but prevent it from freezing. Then you should have always, when you go hiking in a forest, you should have a knife. You don't know if you have to lit the fire yourself. It is a safety equipment also, so always recommend to have a knife with you. And then you should have your sitting mat, because you don't want to sit on snow. Even though if there's benches, probably they are slightly icy, or if they don't even seem icy, when you sit on them, you will be warm. And if there was even a small amount of frozen water, it will melt. And even if your pants are waterproof, it is like compressed through. So always in the winter, bring your sitting mat, because otherwise you will get wet. And I was talking about the safety. Always have a first aid package. This one includes some scissors, protecting gloves, plasters, and stuff you can tie wounds. It's quite small, it doesn't weigh much. Better safe than sorry. Also, better safe than sorry, bring snacks. Hunger is not your friend when you're out in the wild. Here is no food. I show what we had for food in the previous video, so go check that. There's the ingredients what we have, but bring some snack bars. Chocolate is always a good idea. I always have chocolate when I go hiking. I recommend you should do that too. Then, almost all of this is actually for safety. You should have a map with you. The Seitseminen has maps in every crossroad there is. So in Seitseminen it's not absolutely necessary, and I will give the link in the description to the Metsähallitus page, or government's forest section page, where they give the areas, actually every national park's map, a small map for free. So you can print it yourself from there. At least I recommend to do that. And this is not necessary, especially if you don't even know how to use it. If you do, I recommend bringing compass if you get lost or want to check something. I always have a compass just in case. In the last video I was talking about the headlight. In winter you have to check beforehand when the sun rises and when the sun sets and how long you have for the daylight, because when it comes dark you can't walk. You can walk for a short period of time, but it's not safe, it's not recommended, and don't ever plan a trip so that you have to walk in the darkness. You never know how fast your batteries will run out, and for that remember to have spare batteries for your devices. So check when the sun sets, but always have a flashlight or headlight, and never ever say that I have my phone, it has flashlight in it. No, no, and no. The phone's battery dies super quickly in cold, like I said, and the flashlight is not recommended use in phone because it empties the phone's battery super quickly, and if there happens anything, especially in the dark, you want to keep the phone battery for emergency cases. So don't use the flashlight in the phone. I don't know if I made that clear enough. Just don't do it. Then essentials: have tissues or toilet paper. You can never rely that if there is marked toilet, yes, there will be a toilet, but not toilet paper. You have to bring your own. I usually have tissues in this plastic bag so that they stay dry, and remember to bring them with you. This is something I usually have with me. This is reheatable package or bag, where there is this small clip I can click and then it heats up and it stays warm for half an hour. In the hiking stores they are now selling these kind of packages that you can use only once. I don't have experience on those, and I don't recommend anything single use anyway. If you can find these, I recommend. Then about the cooking. Always have matches, and always have matches in so that they are waterproof. You can put them in a bag, like I have the batteries. I have this kind of jar where I have the matches. I use this, it never gets wet, and I can always lit a fire with these. So make sure that your matches won't and can't get wet. Then what you're cooking. If you just have sausages, veggie sausages, or just bread with you, then you won't need cooking appliances. But I always have this cooker, and if you are hiking alone, you won't need a plate, so you can just put a spoon, a fork, a knife. I have this kind of spork thing. Some hate these, I love these. Just, I can put it here and make my food and eat straight from there. And here is the kit for the burner. There is some gas, and here is the gas burner. So then you will need a backpack where you put everything. This is mine. So proper straps that you can tighten well. It's important that the back suits you well. Of course, there was not so much stuff here. I prefer this kind of breathing back so that I can put my hand here so my back won't sweat as much when I'm walking. This is especially handy in a winter. Nothing really mandatory for one-day hikes for backpack. And then I like having sticks. I have these extendable walking sticks, and then if I feel I don't need them, I can put them back and have it on the side of my backpack. So this is everything essential or necessary you need. Then of course, have whatever you want. Oh no, no it isn't. I forgot one thing. Safety reasons, it's smart to have a battery, extra battery and a cable where you can charge your phone, for instance, once. Yeah, that I forget. But do you think I forget something else that is absolutely necessary? Oops. Absolutely necessary if you go hiking. Please go put that down in the comments. And I hope you see you guys in the next video.